First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
25.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Cardinals.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Again, the ball carrier.
Tackle by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
On the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
From the 39, Murray, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Third down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Allen now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
they try the right side here. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still, 4th down upcoming.
4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Murray now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll find Hall. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, escaping the pressure right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right.
Right down there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
His kick is
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0.
Nothing. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Cardinals 7, Browns nothing.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
That's good.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And 9 at the 47-yard line.
Flushed out right.
The quarterback on the scramble.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
That's a gain of 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. To throw again. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of a yard.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And it's third down.
Now they try the right side here. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20,
we got plenty
10,
of fight, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Oh, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Keep going, keep running, man.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Browns 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
By number 11. 1st and goal, Arizona.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
21.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Murray going to fire one out wide. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Rosas to add the extra point.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Dealt it. A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Browns 7. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 1st down carry for Barkley.
Number 26.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here on first down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Back at the 39-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Barkley, well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run for it with Barkley, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Cardinals 35. Browns.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Take it at right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Browns get a score closer.
Good.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second and
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
it's 2nd down and 10.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second,
Taken down behind the
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
and it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Murray. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Let's go, defense. Let's get it. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And no, it's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
56, Mike, 56, right there,
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. You.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now this time he'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Arizona, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5.